Hey guys, welcome to Free and on the Road on my YouTube channel. This is going to be this week's pours, or really last week's pours, because it takes me a week to put it all together. I have a few different fun things that I did this week, a couple different drinks that I'll kind of talk about, and then the rest of it will be just watching my pours and seeing if I got any better at my latte art. A little spoiler alert, I finally did get a heart poured. I'll show it to you here. But I did not video it because I had a friend over and I poured it for my friend, but we had a lot of excitement. We both jumped up and down and we were super excited for my heart latte art. That was the best art that I've done yet. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this week's episode, and if you have any questions or if you have anything that you want to see me try or do, then let me know. All right guys, I have been using this Khalifi Farms Oat Barista Blend, and it has actually been doing really well with my foaming lately, so we're gonna go ahead and make ourselves a cortado with that this morning. I am gonna be using this, I actually got this on Amazon. It's just a mix, it's called Golden Milk Blend. I don't know if you've tried it, but this stuff is pretty amazing. It's a turmeric tea latte, and I actually mix it with my milk to make a spicy cortado in the morning. I'm gonna go ahead and put my oat milk in here. I am going to put my half teaspoon of golden milk blend, and then I'm going to go ahead and put in 1 teaspoon of MCT oil right into my milk. I don't know yet if the MCT oil will mess up the foaming, so we're going to find this out together. Well, that looks like a perfect shot to me. You can see the layers here. I have my honey at the bottom, the espresso, and the crema. All right, I am gonna post this pour on one of my groups because I'm part of a couple groups on Facebook, and there's a lot of guys on there that have been helping me try to get this better, and I need somebody to tell me what I'm doing wrong because I know it's my pour now. I finally got a good foam on the milk, which is amazing. Now I just have to learn how to pour it properly. But here is my golden tea cortado with a blob on top. Oh my gosh, it's heaven in a cup. All right guys, I'm gonna try shoot this at a little different angle today. Maybe you'll be able to see better what I'm doing. I am gonna go ahead and make, I guess it's kind of more like a cappuccino, but since I'm gonna try to do latte art, it's not technically a cappuccino, so I don't know. Maybe you would call it a 6-ounce latte, or yeah, I'm pretty sure this is 6 ounces, so I'm assuming you call it like a 6-ounce latte. Doesn't look like I have quite enough foam, but we'll see. didn't foam that milk quite enough today. All right, I didn't really need another cortado today, but I do need to try this blueberry basil simple syrup that we made. So I guess we're gonna make another cortado. All right, so we're gonna try and make this blueberry basil cortado with our new blueberry basil simple syrup. So we'll start the process of making our cortado. To be honest, I don't normally do simple syrups in my drinks, so I don't know how much of this to actually add. So I think I'm gonna do 20 grams, because that's about what I was doing of the other syrups, I was doing of the other syrup. So we're gonna go ahead and try that. So go ahead and pour that in there. 10, 12, 13, maybe that's too much, I don't know. Okay, we're gonna start with 20 grams on this cortado and see how the flavor is on that. But look how beautiful that syrup looks in there. All right. All right, so that pulled a little too fast. So we're gonna go ahead and turn the grind size one finer. That is a pretty beautiful shot. Let's taste it with the blueberry basil before we add any cream to it. You can taste the basil just a little bit. It's not super strong. I mean, I might have been able to actually do a little bit more of that simple syrup, to be honest. We're gonna go ahead and steam a little bit of oat milk to go with that. Whoops, apparently it was open. Okay, so I actually just got this new steaming cup. It's supposed to help you be able to steam less milk at a time, because I had a bigger steaming cup, and for the cortados, it's really hard to get a good steam. So we're gonna try this and see if I do my microphone better. Looks like a nice foam. We'll see how this goes. It looks like I got more of a foam than I normally do, almost too much foam with this new pitcher. We'll find out. Okay. Well, look at that. I got a little foam on there. I just don't know how to art it up yet. Pretty close to something. It has a very light basil taste. I think this would be better in a latte, and I think with that amount, it's not quite strong enough. Like, it was really strong on its own, but in the latte, it's not quite strong enough. So I'm thinking maybe as an iced latte, which I'll have to try again tomorrow, because this is already my third coffee, and that's probably enough for the day. I'll have to try that again tomorrow as an iced latte, and maybe do 40 grams of the simple syrup, so you can really taste that blueberry basil in there. But my microfoam tastes amazing. I did microfoam it way better, and I would add that to the fact that I used a smaller milk pitcher, and you can see the spout on it is a little bit more spouty. I don't know the right word for that, but it's a little more pointy, so it was easier to pour. I didn't quite get my art down, but you can see the foam at the top of the cortado, and I actually got a good foam. So as far as texture and taste, it's perfect. Good morning, guys. We are going to make a couple different things this morning. We're first going to start by making a Mexican hot chocolate for my son. So we will start with some milk. I will get my steamer warming up while I'm getting his milk going. So I've done this with the frother one other time, and I realized that you need to mix the hot cocoa powder in first before you put it in the steamer. So I'll put the milk in my steamer pitcher, I should say. Then we will put our powder, which this one says 20 grams. So we'll do 20 grams of powder. I don't know if you've ever used this, but this abuelita blend is the best for the Mexican hot chocolate. They do also have it in bars, so you can get it in bars versus the powder. But I'm going to give it a quick whisk first to make sure it's all mixed in, because last time it wasn't all mixed in, and then we will heat it up with our frother. Is a perfect Mexican hot chocolate. All right, this morning I'm actually going to make a cinnamon honey cortado. That's what we're gonna make, cinnamon honey oat cortado. So I'll go ahead and get that going. Thank you guys for watching Free and on the Road. For all of my coffee journeys, we will be covering a lot more than just things on my breville barista. We'll also be doing AeroPress on the road, and we'll be doing cold brew and things like that. So make sure you like, subscribe, and follow so you can do some more fun things with me and learn maybe the right way, maybe the wrong way, but at least it tastes good along the way.